Page 74, Put Your Arms Around Me, Honey. It's another song to sing. I ain't singing it, you can sing it if you want. A fairly fast, happy song when you're in a good mood, or to put you in a good mood. We're going to go slow, you can go fast on your own. The fingering they're showing is fine. A little tricky, because in the right hand you've got those thirds going on. But work on it and you'll get it. Plus, you want to bring out the melody, which is the top note. If you can. Do what you can with it. If you can't, that's fine, just play them. The left hand, you got staccatos. If you look at the last measure of the first line. And the last measure of the second line, careful on those notes. The first note is a G. Not an F, okay? You got that same thing over on page 75, but you'll see it. I could offer alternative fingerings, but you really need to practice in these fingerings. So I would recommend you get these fingerings and, yeah. Parallel thirds, which is what it's an interval of a third, and it's just note after note after note with all thirds. They're one of those more difficult things to do on piano. I'm surprised they're doing that at this level, okay? That's more of an advanced thing. But if you can get it, that's great. By all means, get it. There's a little bit of pedal, but I think you can see the pedal indications, and you, based on what I've said no, all right, fine. We'll talk about the pedal briefly. It's the same as what I've been talking about before. For instance, on page 74, third line, the pedal goes down right after I play the notes. And it comes up right before the next phrase. So we get a little silence in the phrase, right? You've got to have a little silence. They all work the same way. Bottom of page 75, the last note, the last chord, pedal goes down. In this case, it's accented a little louder. You can actually put the pedal down with the notes and lift it up with the hand, so it's down for one beat. Everything goes down and up together at the same time. I don't know how you're doing with rhythm, how well you're getting it or not, okay? But in case you're having a little bit of trouble, I haven't talked about rhythm with any of the other pieces. Good luck. With this, we'll just look at the first couple of measures. The first three quarter notes aren't bad. They're right on the beat. 1, 2, 3. But then you've got 2 eighth notes, 4 and it's tied to one of the next beat. Well, temporarily take out the tie and just play the notes. Okay, once you're comfortable with that, then put the tie back in. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2. In other words, 1, you're not playing it because you've already played it on the end of 4, and you're holding it down that long. That sounds really complicated. It's not. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3, and that's all it is, syncopation. Same rhythm is in several different spots. Once you get it, you've got it. Well, duh. There is an error in the music, not in the music and the fingering, I mean an error actually, it's a misprint. I'm not going to tell Alfred or whoever, you can tell him if you want. In the second line, in the third measure, in the right hand, the half note. That is not a 2 and a 5. It should be a 3 and a 5. Just like the line above it. Different notes, but it's a 3 and a 5, and then a 2, 4. Okay? So you can put in your music the correct fingering for that. You don't want to do a 2 and a 5. It don't work. I want to warn you on third line down on page 74. Between the second and third measures in the right hand. In the second measure, you're playing the whole notes with the 3 and 5. Well, when you get to third measure, you're playing the same notes, but with 2 and 4. You switched, you changed. Okay, just be aware of that. That happens again on the next line down. Same thing. And one final thing, at the bottom of page 75, and then next to the last measure, look at the fingering in the left hand. That's fine. Using all 5 fingers, that's That's fine. Really, that's about all I had to say. You know, it's in 4/4 time. We're going to go really, really slow. And let's play it together. So the right hand is here. Left hand is here. Foot's on the pedal. Okay, I'll give you 4 counts. 1, 2, ready, go. Rest.